guys, I'm doing a reading today for Dan Schneider, who was a co-president of, or is a co-president of Schneider's Bakery. He has produced like Zoe 101, Drake and Josh, The Amanda Show, Keenan and Kel, Good Burger, to name a few. He parted ways with Nickelodeon in March of 2018, but there has been allegations against him and his relationship with the minors that were working for him in the shows that he created and or produced. So we're going to look into that and see if there's any truth behind it. So let's get to it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please join me. Spirit guides, can you please show me, did Dan Schneider have any inappropriate relationships with any of the minors that worked with him while he was working and producing and creating shows for Nickelodeon? Was he engaging in inappropriate activities with them or to them, being harmful to them in any ways, in any type of abusive ways whatsoever? What was Dan's relationship to the minors that were in the shows that he produced and created and was in charge of? What was that? What's that like? What was it like? Are there any truths to what's said about him? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. And on the bottom is the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, so with the Two of Pentacles, he puts people, or, puts these parents more so as the energy I'm picking up on. He puts them in a kind of like a tightrope position, trying to show them, hey, I'm in a position to change the struggle, the stretching of your resources, stuff like that. I'm in a position to financially benefit you and change your life, so to speak, financially speaking. I'm assuming that he goes after specific people where money troubles is a constant battle. So the Nine of Swords shows that he's giving them, the Two of Pentacles shows that he gives it to him. He gives them a taste, kind of like a balancing act and shaky ground trial period even. And then he puts them in a position to where maybe the tides change. He pulls away those resources and says, well, if you want this back, if you want this money back, this material help back, you're going to have to give into your fears, whatever that may be, and give complete control over to him via a contract of some sort. It seems like, gives them a little taste, almost like a drug dealer. Gives them a little taste, figures out what their worst fear is, because he preys on that. Kind of, as well as the fear that something's going to happen to them, because, everybody has a stigma that something bad's going to happen to child stars, because it does. And he uses the money angle. That's why it's never going to be talked about publicly, because NDAs with infinity time frames and contracts that are signed, legally binding, that they didn't read the fine print because they couldn't even afford to get a lawyer to overread them. He specifically targets specific types of people, specific children, and basically forces, strong arms, and plays off of the fact that their anxiety, stress, and fears of basically losing everything or not having anything, having everything taken away from you, whatever the case may be, whatever he uses there. He takes that and the greed that people have, the selfishness that people have, the envy, and he takes all that generosity away, and he holds the money and whatever over their head, feeds on their insecurities and issues that they're having to gain control and be able to control every aspect. He demands and forces control. Or, they basically, it's like you have one or two options. Either you do this, or with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, I will make sure that the child never gets work again and that your fortune is done. Like, this thing that's been going on is no more. You will have nothing. Everything will change in an instant. There, like with the Two of Swords, there's no compromising with him. This is, the betrayal, the deception, and even though they had that lack of trust in him, they ultimately, with the Seven of Pentacles, were told that they would be rewarded handsomely and that there would be more. Where that came from, basically like a never-ending tree of money, a money tree. They just have to sign the contract and it is theirs. They basically, when anybody did any type of work with him, every person there was under some type of contract that had some very, very fine print that not so much direct, but more so manipulation and making it seem different than it was. But really, the child's emotions are completely out of it. It's almost like it's a business thing, but the business thing is I get to do whatever I want. If I text you and I tell you to send me a picture of a certain part of your body, you've got so much time to get it done, or it's going to be a problem because I own you. You violate your contract, I will sue your parents for everything that they are worth, and you will never have it work again. That's the manipulation of the kids. Now, I'm not saying it's everyone, and by the way, everything that I am saying is alleged. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But this is what I see. And also, another thing I'm picking up on, but it wasn't in this spread, there is a woman, probably his significant other, who is also into similar things as him, sexually wise, is so to speak, and supports and helps him get away with it. So there's that. So I do have to say that yes, I believe in my reading of him and the energy of him, that he is a person that's impossible to please, but uses things that have happened to him in his life as a reason that this is okay, because it's something that he desires. Like he deserves it. He deserves what he wants when he wants it. That's how he feels. And he doesn't. Not even a little. But every dog has its day, and every hound comes to collect. The hellhounds always come to collect. When you sell your soul to the devil, or do and become devilish and deviant, one day, things have to be repaid. And the hellhounds, they come to collect. Love you guys.